Greetings and welcome to my channel. Well, it's been 3 months since we've done this, but I do have an excuse for doing it now, and we do, of course, have things we need to talk about. The excuse, of course, is we just hit 80,000 on the channel. Actually, it's 80,300. Yeah, I'm a little bit lax on that. Hopefully, I'll pick up on that a little bit quicker in the future. But I have had some things going on, to be fair, on my part. Besides, it takes me a while to decide what footage I'm going to use in the background. Anyway, like I said, 80,000. It definitely slowed down there a bit towards the end of the year and the beginning of the year. But of course, January is terrible for content creators on YouTube. Just ask any of them. They'll grunt when you say January. Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near as good as, say, September. Yeah, that was just so good. I had days where I had over 500 new subscribers. And the views were wonderful. You know, I honestly do believe that the algorithm was broken and people were actually getting to see what they wanted to see as opposed to what YouTube wants you to see. Yeah, they want you to watch something and maybe you want to watch something else. So that's what I think happened for a while. Anyway, 80,000. I don't know. Could we get 100 by the end of the year? You know, I think the onus is obviously on me. There are a large number of people who watch my stuff who aren't actually subscribed. But again, like I said, the onus is on me. So hopefully the algorithm can get broken again, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's just move on to other things. The next thing I want to cover is something that came up a couple of weeks ago. I put a post in the community section of my YouTube page, and that was regarding a drop in the volume of videos for a while because of health reasons. Now, a lot of people construed that to be I was sick or something like that. And that's not actually really true. See, I was having problems with my eyes. So I was having problems with my eyes, so I wanted to cut down the amount of time I was in front of a screen. So in some cases, I was, basically just doing one video a day. I was also doing a lot of cleaning because I wasn't in front of a screen. I did go through an ophthalmologist, and there was no damage or anything. Retina is fine, the optic nerve is fine, no glaucoma or anything like that. What it comes down to is there may be other things affecting it, but probably eye strain is the biggest one. Who knew sitting in front of a computer for long periods of time for years actually strained your eyes? So that was kind of the reason why for a while there was only one video a day. There were some other things that came up too, and it did actually kind of affect what I was doing on my channel. I'm going to specifically mention Empires of the Undergrowth. Yeah, you haven't seen that for a while. It's not because I've gotten it off my channel. I do want to go back to that. Actually, I need to do the other foot. And I happen to know that that's probably going to take over an hour and a half to actually do because I can't break that into pieces because what happens if I fail the second part? I have to make sure I actually succeed. And that means sitting in front of my computer and doing that for over an hour and a half, maybe longer. So that's kind of the reason you haven't seen that, because that's something I just can't do a quick video of, if you know what I mean. And I do know that they have added an experimental version with the new tier. I would rather wait until that's live before doing it because I don't want to play something that they don't feel is ready yet. I do want to get to that, but I do want to get the other foot in there. That way we have more options in like the free play and such like that. So that's the reason. It's not gone. It's just that yeah, I've kind of re-aggravated it as well, so I have been having a little bit of problems over the last couple of days. A little bit too much Valheim, which I tried in the channel. Apparently you guys weren't very interested in. So I do love that game though, so I have to play a little bit less. Okay, another thing that came up is that I think it was about a week ago, I put a question in the community section of my YouTube page. You might want to check there every once in a while. If I see more eyes, I'll post there more often. About whether or not you guys wanted to see Minecraft or not. Now, obviously, it was overwhelmingly yes, and I kind of figured that's what was going to happen. I'll tell you my fear regarding that. My fear is that I'll start doing it, and then I'll have to end it after like 5 or 6 episodes because the views won't be there. I tried a couple of things, like for instance, on my channel, I asked whether or not you wanted to see a bunch of these things, and one of them was grounded. That won by a big margin. So I did that. and ended up doing 3 episodes because it wasn't getting views. So I'm really concerned that if I do Minecraft, it won't get the views. I'll probably end up doing it. Who knows? It might show up sooner more than later. But just want you to know that's the reason I'm a little bit hesitant, because I wouldn't want to start something that's basically just going to die really quickly. Anyway, moving on to some other things, I'd like to talk about various games and the state of situations. The first one I'm going to bring up is, Pocket Ants. I have an event going right now. This is the Valentine's event. And I don't know how many of you are actually still playing the game. I've seen a dramatic reduction in views in regards to the content, and not just on my channel. I've seen people who used to get 50, 60,000 for every video, getting 3.5 after about 4 days. So I think the game has kind of made its cycle. Tell me what you think about that. It's just that I think they kind of did some damage to it with the Venus flytrap. I know I've made that clear in my videos that I really don't like that. And I really think it's done. I think the cycle on that one is done. I might just do event stuff from here on. It's just that they put the clans in, and the clans are basically for, grinding out temporary boosts. I'd like them to add something else, but even then, when you're talking about the combat and such, we're back to the Venus flytrap. And I really don't like that mechanic. I like it when it was army against army. That kind of thing was good. All right, moving on again. Raft. We're still doing Raft. Raft's episode number 30. It's still doing fairly good. I would like to push that through chapter 2, So that way when chapter 3 comes out, we'll all be ready for that. I like the game. Like I said, we're at the last location right now. Probably going to take a couple of episodes to get through it. But after that, it's going to go on hiatus. And again, because we'll be waiting for the chapter 3 content. Jurassic World Evolution. Okay, I really love that game. I would do that every day if I thought it would actually get the views. See, if I did it every day, it's no question in my mind that after a while it would be down to like 700-800 views per episode, and then I'd have to get rid of it. So, yeah, the thing about it is that I'm just going to stick to what I'm doing every other day. Once a video series isn't doing well, you really have to get rid of it because you're going to be hurting your channel. The way YouTube does things is that the visibility of your channel is based on the views of your videos. Actually, it's based on the lowest views. So if you have something that's dragging you down, it's going to hurt the visibility of the channel, and that just hurts everything across the board. Okay, and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. Okay, that's back from the dead. It definitely is doing a little bit better. I figure I could get off with 2 episodes a week on that one. Kind of like I'm doing with Raft right now, just to keep it up. So that one, we're still going to be doing that. I have a couple of other things I would like to try. I have tried some things. It's ironic that the most... I'd say the most reliable series on my channel right now is actually Crazy Dino Park, which is pretty good, and it's certainly not pay to win, at least at this point. So, that's good. I love to look at mobile games, and if I can find something that's kind of cool, I'll definitely do it. There are some good games. For instance, I took a look at, what was it? Cookie Run Kingdom, I think it was, which is a very good game. It's over a gigabyte, by the way. But it's got a lot of story in it. It's not the kind of thing I could do on my channel. I've dismissed things because of that in the past. Just a little bit too much story type of thing. Anyway, I think that's about everything of what we're doing on the channel right now. Like I said, I still have some things that I'm thinking of, things that I might want to do. A couple of games that I picked up I still haven't done. And people have asked for a couple of things too. They're like, how about a railroad game? Well, I actually do have a railroad game in the Epic Game Store that I got for free one day. So I might do that. I don't know if any more strategy games would be a thing. The company that did Jurassic World Evolution actually has a zoo one. I don't know if there would be any interest in that. That's more a recent one. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'm open to suggestions. Bringing back older things is not something that's really going to fly, though. If I stop playing something, chances are there was a reason. And if it's an older game, I was probably playing on my Atari device. My Apple device. And, that's... I'd have to start from scratch on that. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So anyway, we got 80,000, and hopefully, maybe we can get 100 before the end of the year. But I mean, I'm really going to have to interest you guys and draw in a lot more people for that to happen. So I'm kind of hoping some things might show up in the future. Again, I was kind of hoping that Valheim might be good, but everybody and their brother is playing that right now. So, that's the way that is. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.